that set overnight, and this has been out for 2 days. I put a little more filler glue and put some tape on there. It's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock, and got this one ready. A little convoluted set of clamps, but it was raising up over here, hence that clamp. It was the board was twisted this way, this board, which opened up the joint, and then this is to hold this together. So yeah, we're just gonna back away from that. But assuming it rains at 4 o'clock, this should be dry enough to survive that. Gotta remember to clean up my poor clamps. They don't do well in the rain. Get a little rusty. Yeah, getting there. I got the washers I needed. Obviously I didn't like the look of that. So I'm going to go back with the original, which is just like a little button, but the problem is the button goes right through the hole. I don't know how I managed to buy the button. It was the wrong size, but I did. So I got some little stainless steel washers. I went to Menards. That took a little while to figure out. And I guess there's a cat out there. So yeah, one crazy kitten. I don't know how something so bad can stay so clean. You happy to be outside, you little bastard? You gonna run away again? You're gonna be nice. Probably nice until I turn around. Chase your tail. She's a low rider. She likes to be close to the ground. So yeah. Every time I did a recovery, which boots off the interwebs and then through the Wi-Fi, and I told it to install the Mojave OS, it would start and then do the install and then crash in the middle. So I gave up on that, went back to Big Sur, even though this should run the new one. Big Sur is fine, but thought you'd get my password, didn't you? I don't even know my password. But yeah, she works. Well, if I knew my password. Yep, she works, and yeah, she seems speedy. I'll find her. So yeah, we're gonna work on this for a couple weeks. I'm gonna install the old Office on here, and then the Google Chrome, and then well, ooh, we got big features. Don't think I need that. Yeah, so anyhow, kind of excited. It's like a Dr. Seuss machine. Would have been really nice if they had forewarned us that they were doing this. They came up over the hill and had to slam on the brakes. Good to know that the cat still responds as appropriate to the laser. This is a well-known trick around the house to getting the little bastard to take a nap. You do this about, I don't know, 5 times up and down the stairs. And it will take a nice nap later. Not sure why he's in here. Trying to get home, buddy. You are kind of pretty. You haven't seen a grasshopper in a while. It's Friday, Labor Day weekend, and I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna vacuum. Just like shit everywhere. Nobody vacuums down here. It's the flies that got me. I don't know what those are. Those are flies. I think they're flies. So yeah, we got the trusty Rusty. Shout out to Adam for getting me that bad boy. I did a little bit in the data center. Now I'm gonna do down here. Okay, well it ain't perfect, but I moved some things around and I vacuumed this crap up. There were spider webs everywhere. You can see the spiders get in. They just kind of walk right through. They're not that tall spiders. That's not an air leak, that's a ventilation assisted. And then I vacuumed over to that wall. I'll get the next side next week. Rolling this together. That's just fucking great. Why is that still here? I don't know. Because your cats have taken over my side of the bed. No, they don't. Not like this. They're tag teaming it. What have they done today? Have they done anything of value? I don't think so. Okay, well, today's the day. I raised each one of these metal plates and leveled all the posts by putting small stainless steel washers underneath. At the same time, I'm going to use at the end here that because my ends fell through, that little guy there. So like over here, I put 2 on this side, 1 on this side, because the whole post needed to come over this way, and it also needed to come this way. So the only one that isn't really straight is that one, because as I moved it over, it started coming off the wood there. So I might have been able to move that over there. I did notice over here, this cover over here is stuck up a little bit, mostly because that piece of wood I never screwed in, so I'm going to have to screw that in. Being the wood will split if I screw in it directly. These are the screws. They're stainless steel. They're chamfered. That's to fit into the little brackets here. You see how they get a chamfer there so the head doesn't show. So normally you would use a bit that looks more like this. So tapered, and then have cut a flat part like this at the top. But because that goes in the middle, just use a straight bit. So the shank on this is 1/8. I went one size down smaller, just because I want some meat on this. So hopefully this doesn't split. I should try like this end first. Make sure that doesn't split. But so we're just gonna have to drill a little tiny hole and plop these in there. These are 3mm, so I brought out this guy because she's a ball end. So oops. So she's got a little more flexibility there. So that's a trick I learned on the interwebs. You put your hand out there, and it focuses on the hand, because if you do that, it won't focus there. Of course, it's going to focus there. So, yep. So we're going to do our final placement. Definitely going to have to clean up on this, but it's holding. That's better than that polyurethane glue. And now, of course, this corner and that corner were stuck. I had to remove this from the bracket. It was completely glued there. Lots of yellow jackets. So we've been having words. Mostly like, get the fuck away from me, or I don't need you here. They don't seem to be deterred though. Okay, well, we did the first one, but you kind of see it's at an angle. I thought that this would be a good combination, but it still has to go at an angle. So we're gonna reconfigure with this, which will clearly go right where we need to go. Basically, a right angle adapter. So, yep, there's that. That one's in. Made one tiny mistake. I drilled right through the top by accident. Thought I'd go just a little bit farther. Don't do that again. So, I think I'm gonna hit one of these and then come back and get the corners. Dial this in before we get it, or maybe that corner, I don't know. So, once again, the Moron sisters have reared.
Was I wrong?
Yes.
Was it cool? I knew it was cool.
It takes two to be a moron. We're gonna do an action photo here.
Dad, tell him I'm a lawyer.
She's a lawyer wannabe.
I'm a professional. Trust me with the kids.
You're slowing down the water flow. Yeah, this is why we can't have good things.
hoses are on the frog.
Come on, brother, get on in.
I'm here.
You got it?
Liability.
You got it?
Are you gonna live?